She's the most dangerous dream machine in America. A delirious and treacherous stretch of rock and romance.
Ready, set, go!
She's got long legs, this icon, rolling through 22 miles of grit.
He just shot right into the car.
And glamour.
Some of the brightest and best have lived and passed.
Past the memories and mansions, out to the riptides of the Pacific. Though she was born in dust and mud, she grew up fast, driven by the power of dreams. The dreamers have never stopped coming. Neither have the swindlers and slayers and red carpets and black limousines leaving for the cemetery.
The king of pop passed away.
Tonight, a new cast arrives for their close-up. The young actor trying to heal his war wounds on stage.
This is my shot. I have to make this happen.
The teenagers at Hollywood High trying to find their voice. The gossip columnists with a nose for stories and cocaine.
This town chewed me up and spit me out.
The new band about to break out or burn out. And the runaway, dying to be loved. Plus a murder on Sunset with the killer caught on tape.
You're seeing the killer carrying out her body.
Every star, story, and song torn from the one place we have all imagined but have never known until now. Sunset Boulevard begins now.
I would have seen this coming. I wouldn't have been so unprepared.
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I moved out here when I was 18 and I met these guys and we started a band. I wanted to do this my whole life.
Wouldn't have been so impaired.
This is the greatest life that anybody could ever have.
That cradles me to sleep.
Queen Caveat is a 2-year-old band, sparkling but struggling on Sunset. That's Lauren, Will, Ben, and Jesse. Lauren was born rocking to her dad's guitar when she was only 5.
It's the thing I need, it's the thing I want, it's the thing I do.
Jesse started early too, a little drummer boy from New Hampshire. As for Will and Ben, they were school buddies back on the East Coast before finding their way to the Hollywood music scene. Now the band rolls from club to club, trying to turn the corner from Sunset to stardom.
I will not forget about you.
What does Lauren bring to the stage?
Lauren.
Should I go or?
She gets on stage and people are like, you know, like they're just like, boom.
I feel like that person that one person was like, you know, she's crazy. And I'm sitting here in my straight jacket like this. And I feel like there's that one guy that just said, ugh, and untied it and just let me go.
Queen Caveat's been called one of the great young bands in LA.
They're so good.
Get excited.
Up and under my array.
But that's what Sunset Boulevard always does. Sets you up to break your heart, or in this case, the band.
I can take a lot, but I can't take backstabbing.
But Nick is not about yesterday. He's pulled the Roxy to the very top of the social media charts and made Sunset Strip a virtual destination around the world. Equally important, he's nurtured a clutch of great new bands, including Queen Caveat.
Go team! Go team, go!
They show up, they get on stage, and they, this amazing feeling, you know, I call it stage rage. they come off stage, they start to kind of look at the walls and go, whoa, I just played on the same stage as The Clash or as Neil Young or whoever it might be.
No.
But if you're not careful, you can start drinking in the myths of stardom.
Jack Daniels with a shot of choice.
Smashed or a smash hit, Queen Caveat has a choice to make. Across town, in the back room of a warehouse, Queen Caveat is rehearsing. But love of music isn't paying the bills.
Putting in a little extra work today.
Part-time jobs, full-time stress is beginning to produce some jarring chords.
My grandmother's not doing so well, and my parents are filing for bankruptcy.
I've got to like keep telling myself one day you'll be able to leave these crappy jobs and like let something happen with music.
It's kind of a make it or break it year for me.
One roommate sleeps here, and another one sleeps here. And here's my awesome fiery couch. This is where I've been staying in LA for the past 2 years.
By late afternoon, the band leaves rehearsal.
All right, let's roll.
Oh, nice. Low on gas. Again.
Queen Caveat is low on everything but talent and energy. But that's more than enough to get them to the Roxy tonight, where Nick Adler has seen it all before.
It's a van that pulls up that the window is stuck down, and a big poof of smoke comes out of the exhaust when they park. They open the door, equipment falls on the ground, you know, and they're so nervous. And but they have huge smiles on their faces.
Pretty good. It's a good sound check.
Tonight, Queen Caveat is playing the Roxy's most intimate and historic room. It's called On the Rocks.
Good old On the Rocks.
Back in the day, you needed a special key to gain access here. Nicholson had one, probably still does. And needless to say, Ringo and John had one.
John Lennon had a very bad night here on this trip.
He was going through a lot at that time, and he actually was living at my dad's house.
He'd been partying at the Troubadour.
And they kicked him out, and he goes back to the house, and there's all my dad's gold records and platinum records, and destroys them all. You know, destroys the house, really, in a rage.
But Nick's dad, the irrepressible Lou Adler, believes in instant karma.
You better get yourself together.
So I'll show you what John Lennon gave me.
Oh, look at this. Let's see. In lieu of damage done.
Yeah.
With love and thanks, John Lennon. Wow. That's probably worth the broken records.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that life sure can.
Queen Caveat would be happy with any record, as long as it was theirs. But there's a battle of the bands brewing, Queen Caveat against itself.
My main concern in the band is Lauren's ability to perform.
I can take a lot, but I can't take backstabbing.
Back at the Roxy, Bedlam's always just a song away. Tonight, 3 bands, including Queen Caveat, will take the stage. Everyone shares the green room.
Just a little look into a place that not everyone gets to see, okay?
By midnight, Queen Caveat and the crowd are both well primed.
What's up, Los Angeles? We're Queen Caveat.
When she feels it, Lauren is a force to be reckoned with. Last week, it was down the street at the Viper Room. Before that, on the Rocks. But behind the performances, a rift is opening. Lauren's gotten wind of an email suggesting Will thinks her voice is the band's weak link.
I'm supposed to get up there, and I'm supposed to be the voice for them, for myself and for them. How am I supposed to do that when one of my band members thinks I'm holding them back?
Without Lauren getting the training she needs for us to be able to go on tour and sing and scream 5 shows in a row, it's not gonna happen. And it's a terrifying feeling.
Oh, you're gonna get out of here.
But Lauren is not alone in all of this. She and Ben, the lead guitarist, have fallen in love.
Get out of here with that.
Wild hearts, wild nights, straight ahead. Sometimes you have to leave Sunset in order to make it on Sunset. Queen Caveat, our young band looking for its big break, is going to Austin for a show at South by Southwest. Good gig, good venue. Good luck.
We're Queen Caveat!
Fucking tour, baby.
For 2 weeks, the band parties and plays, with the emphasis on party.
2 weeks of just heavy drinking and partying, and that's kind of like a part of this band is going out and being reckless.
But reality finally crashes the party. Lauren's a singer without a voice.
Right after the show, I just was like hoarse like this, like couldn't talk at all.
I think Lauren felt really pressured at that point and really disappointed in herself, or felt like she had disappointed the band.
The taste of failure and a whiff of fear is unmistakable.
There becomes a point in your band's career where everything is a make or break situation.
Wrecked but not ruined, Queen Caveat will limp back to Sunset. We're headed there too, to pick up all the stories we found along the way. Sunset Boulevard will be right back. The last time we checked in on Queen Caveat, they were staggering home to Sunset with a 2-week Texas hangover and Lauren's voice in a shambles. Will now calls Lauren's Texas performance a fiasco, and a battle royal is simmering between Queen Caveat's lead singer and bass player.
When Will goes off on these rants and raves about what kind of musician I am and his concerns towards me, I wonder what he's on, to be honest with you.
Where Lauren struggles is that she doesn't have any sort of training, really, in terms of her voice. In her entire life, she's just gone off of her natural talent and what she's been able to do.
But that talent does run deep, straight through to Lauren's dad.
You were born in Okie, now you're out in L.A.
Back in Oklahoma, where Lauren grew up, her dad had a dream of making it big someday too. It didn't happen. But their reunion last month seems to restore both of them.
'Cause you shine so bright, you are better than the best day that I ever had, being your old man. Okie girl, okie girl.
That song is so good. Sometimes when I'm out there, I feel so lost. And I just want to make sure that, I'm doing the right thing. And when I hear you say that, I know that I am.
So it's back to Sunset, back to the music, back to the dream, and you won't believe where Queen Caveat's going to wake up.
This way.
Queen Caveat's enchanted by the stage too, but for a band to break out, you have to take the dream off stage. So today might just be a turning point for Queen Caveat.
I'm in Studio 3 at Sunset Sound. You want to follow me?
Here we are. Lots of knobs and fun stuff.
Don't touch me, no.
At Sunset Sound Recording, they're going to make their first record together. You can't walk into this place and not feel a little shake, rattle, and shiver go down your spine. Zeppelin, Prince, McCartney have all laid down tracks here.
Okay, let me hear the next amplifier.
But the mystique doesn't guarantee magic. Queen Caveat will have to bring that with them. A month later, the new album, Slap on the Wrist, gets its debut and raves at the Viper Room.
They're
wonderful. They're captivating. They're amazing.
Cheering words, but tomorrow we'll see what happens when the country's largest alternative radio station turns them on live.
Please give it up for Queen Caveat.
Finally, some royal treatment for Queen Caveat. Their club performances along the boulevard won them a spot at the Sunset Strip Music Festival.
Yes! Mommy was a rock star.
The festival is headlined by Motley Crue, so it's all a big deal for Queen Caveat, but not as big as this.
LA's Rock Alternative 98.7 FM. What's up? It's Darren Rose. You know, I thought today seemed like a good day for a party, so I have invited close to home artists and LA's own Queen Caveat.
Just this month, Queen Caveat landed on the most listened to alternative rock station in the country, broadcasting to 2 million people every week.
Here's a little piece of your song right now, live on 98.7. Resilient Me.
All right.
It's the first time the band has ever heard its music on the radio.
All right, good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah.
One day later, they played the coveted Penthouse show at the Hollywood Tower.
We are the only unsigned band to ever get to play the Penthouse.
Please give it up for Queen Caveat.
A rare prize for any artist.
I believe that it is much too late. I didn't know it, 'cause you never show it. You never show it.
Not bad for a 2-year-old band trying to turn that corner from sunset to start.